attention to Donald Trump and this criminal businessman who are Chinese trader ships, Elon Musk, Bezos. If Bill Gates is surviving, but Bill Gates is not surviving. Satya Nadella and Sundar Pichai, YouTube's guidelines and Zuckerberg, Facebooks and etc. all evil, so are the trillion, billion, trillions, 100 billions money maker in evil that connections with undersea evil killings replace our system. The Facebook Zuckerberg is the top criminals, and then Elon Musk has become the richest. Bezos, etc. All who have with Intel, AI systems, hovercrafts, international American, international leftist Bengali Indian, leftist UK, all Rishi Sunak's related peoples, even they are not any politicians will be free from this criminal and taken health, knowingly kept suppressed this killing systems till date. As I am trying almost 16 years, the mystic happenings of the premature death, the losing of peoples, and then bio warfare like matters, as where I was very critically engaged in bird flu traveling as a human to human transmissions, etc. related risk, and that was I have been repeated times as I was very much concerned with the Gujarat plague when I was still student camp, just started my scientist career as a virological epidemiologist. So obviously I was at the top caliber and spiritually and scientifically, as I was having Jagat Guru, my Sri Mukteswar Maharaj Ji, who was knower of all this happening. In the politics, he blamed that all people in the politics is supposed to be avoided, to see their faces and to praise their caliber, because those criminals are doing massacre, and he always discouraged me to accept the money and to praise the flows of USAIDs, because this is the host card's money. So this is this USA, who also Indian in recent time, as some Bangladeshi writer, journalist, he has learned me or in discussion about my caliber, I am mentioning that last 30 years, USA politics can business, economic forums, global economic forums, that geopolitics, geoeconomics, geostability, geospace, dignity for women, the women right, water entering, water mishandling right, that is in UN and USA, Indian climatology, environment, global institute creations, geopolitical, international universities, institution, technologies, as also Isha Guru have blamed following me. Somebody has asking how he is not a purposey, or he's just a mere economic businessman-like mentality. He has no spiritual powers and prophecy. He has no knowledge about that art inner capacity of sea, samudra manthan, sea churning, witchcraft scientifically, AI systems, and the sciences different things. He is just listening me about this climate. He was also related to climate changes, climatologists, environmentalists, UNDP, UNICEF, etc. Sociological work. But he is trying to be religious, but he also benefited from these evil peoples who are international Indian businessmen, trader, importers. Mainly business means the technologies, excuse, all that biological, even that Vivek, Ramaswamy, Elon Musk, Levi's, the face, that Fox News group. So all, except Tulsi Gabbard, who is not related, but I do not know his other, her family's other people, if is are indirectly involved in this undersea project, civil projects, business. Sea smuggling, unless that USA come accept the political papers. But ISKCON's role playing Hindutva is also, because ISKCON is getting money. All my international Indians, as in spiritual powers in USA, who have been provided money, except I to mention about Osho or that A.C. Vedanta of Prabhupada. Celsius personality, or even maybe Yogananda may not be personally involved, but the people have brought him to get support as this undersea witchcraft and Indian, some people religious come witches being blamed since 100 years more than the slave traders, the black kings. Yesterday onwards, I was feeling another surge of increment of attacks of destroying, earth destroying, global destroying attitude, in which way these systems have been increased, shown me the different tactics that I blame that Donald Trump may not be able to enter his second term presidential post enjoying rather than goodwill or humanity serving, but that not. His bogusness, stupidity, allowing the same criminal, because he is benefited from this, that USA internationalist, particularly the veterans and business trade, peace, foreign institute, UN representations. Although the USA and India is not directly involved, we are not international civet, but as these all people, climatologists, environmentalist and leftist human rights activities, particularly Indian ORF, SFI, CPI, CPIM, Naxal, Maoist, who have enjoyed this. This is the Devagowda government who has made by in hodgepodge way prime minister. He may not be personally that criminal, but I.K. Gujral, etc., Chandrasekhar, etc., that VP Singh, etc.'s government, where multi-party and those parties obviously benefited from this underneath Mexican Gulf, killing, trafficking humans. So all political parties, peoples, exploiting their voters, particularly Indians, who allowed that girls, elites, scientists, etc., promising students as the Indians' most great mentality, human rights, human activities by accepted leftist. When leftists to plead anything, there will be opposite. There any claim it will be taken as a false and lies. When they to blame others, that may be true, but their claims as a politician, novel, or fighting for truthness, peace, all is bogus. Unless to malign other religious or scientific person for their little fault, ignorance unknowingly happened, they to take as very critical issues, making them they heckle. So in that way, they may be sometimes Satans speak truth to draw attention in very criminal manners, agitating, snatching of pieces, as in which way they are blaming climate change, remaining climate changers, sea remainers, since they are entering USA via USSR. Yesterday night I was learned that USSR which was broken by this evil leftist, by Indian charges, since after that killing of Indira Gandhi, physically, gunning. But the Jyoti Basu regimes of West Bengal, that Surjit Singh Barnala, that evil Sikhs, maybe he was related with Calcutta, and Black Singh of Bengal, evil Singhs, low caste, very crooked, Bedini, Daini, witchcraft practitioners, very evil, envious killers, selfish without giving any labors, only giving who are the where caliber of in Indian currency. You know, if it is Indian currency's value, 100 rupees equivalent to $1 of USA till date. So they were, when they are in my time, dollar value was 15 rupees, $1. They were merely able to earn that 2 rupees or 3 rupees per day as a labor. And they never given labor in that way when people's other way, higher class, people's need their help, critical prompt actions, speedy that seeding, plantations of the agriculture, etc., plowing, etc., weed, etc., clearing. So all those they have denied, but they have picked up their servants, lords from USA, as if USA is having very investments scope for making kidnaps, giving poisons in the drinks, to exploit initially those monies as the bank cannot be handled, because till date there was a government restriction in India. In Indira Gandhi time, there was Rajiv Gandhi and his mother and Nehru all were to demolish Rajpatha, the private, in respect to, because they were public to us, but these evils, today's, yesterday's or day before yesterday, they are again enforcing as evil criminals to keep the satanic constitution of Ambedkar or the criminal made as a Gandhi, all were criminals, Satans, exploiters, low category greedy peoples, Shudras, Brahta Shudras, evils. So they had again indulge to keep this constitution on this massacre in which number now these peoples seeing fears of Third World War, in which way the Joe Biden has given the real Al-Qaeda, the Bengalis, undersea, Panama, offshore economies, sea inner economics, undersea spirits, all USA technologies. Since that last 30 to 40 years, USA political anti-cult, USA anti-cult, British anti-cult. The British UK monopolies were lost by 2000s or 1990 when black peoples becoming Indian becoming Prime Minister of UK, and then Congress representative come Senator of USA bringing peoples. Initially all were kept in dark by these evils. Undersea as they formed that Indian National Army, INA, time of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Rajbihari Bose, some Japanese evils who were superiors, not real caliber technologists, but they were to hijack, to make king some evils, satanic kings of Arakans, the superiors, but mainly they are fond of sex, coitus porns, to make dominance on others, dacoits, rapist, locust, जारज बच्चा of the सिंह दूल्हे गाय ढलने वाली खच्चर मागीस काश मागीस बागदी कर्मकार मेटालिस्ट कुंडूस मछली तेलिस profit makers, very greedy criminals. The curses is doing very much wrong. Till date, today is 27th November, I am from India. I am closing my eyes to make this record. Just audio, I am unable to open computer even if I have, but I will not be able to show this is what I was trying to quote. There is a lot of discouraging inconvenience of millions of this. Till date is prudence. In the underseas in my body inner, I am that Hercules, Sudarshan, Sri Vishnu powers to tackle with millions of the demons, in which mystic ways they are pervade earth in body inners, invisible way killings, heart attackers, body, other function changers, compromiser, killer, dead makers, life snatchers, then climate changers, star daggers, Star War, creator, digital crisis. In the name of the digitalist of Indians or oceans, Chandrayaan, Samudrayaan, same ISRO's present times that politicals, ombudsmen, geopoliticals, international universities, institutes, in the name of international geo, the cars, the SFI, leftist criminal Bengalis, the progressive, where is progressive development wars, is always scars to the Satan's evils, misleading, destroying. Thus, all prospect was started by the godly peoples in the name of God kingdom. Even that British regime to be praisable, partly peaceful, and to teach these moderns, human charity doers. But the Christian institution churches have been captured by the evil Bengalis, the leftists. So the peoples are to talk, plead Bangladeshi Musliman, you do not much talk about religious fondness, extra interest is very critical because USA politics is being controlled by the businessmen, traders, technologies, evils, separates, undersea, digitalist or computer ownership, guns, ammunition, RDX, pathogens, private labs, hotels, restaurants, pace-going digital Silicon Valleys, personal banks, armies, warfare, all defense USA items, that evil Joe Biden and Obama's Kamala Harris, the recent 30 years Democrats all will be blameable. Because till date they have not blamed this undersea climate changes. Is the climate changes they are blaming or going praising polar excursions for what? Ice breaking with heavy machines crashing. They are not blaming. Bringing to heavy heat trapper systems at the polars to melt the ice, bringing crippling peoples of those metal systems. Even they kept this as a leftist. So they are as if faint closest to the Cuba or Russians, but they to blame. Yesterday one thing happened, some girls or boys, Africans and Bengalis, South Indians or Assamese or Punjabis jointly, as the people's blaming Canada, so real sin, who's supposed to be blamed Khalistani, but they are not real sinner or wrongdoers, anarchists, criminals, but these evil things who are identity thiever as the Raj, Royal, Sikhs, Hindus, Aryan, Orko, Hindu, religious, popes, etc., posts, churches, padris, bishops, post-religious, mullahs, mosque, priests, etc. So all these politicians, so these evils of Bengalis, mainly leftists who are importer, business, investment, spreader, in USA better, jobs, etc., money making. Suddenly within a night you can make millions dollars. Why you to remain in India? Come USA, come USA. Vulture, Shakuni, go gira. मनुष्य की नर की राज देह मिला, सब मिला, भक्षण करो नरमांस, गोमांस, etc. Or connas, they have made prostitute harem. If you enjoy women's, girls, etc., you come USA. Sex, coitus, dominance, all satanism, sex coitus. So this I will not be able to show because I am very critical position. So I have forgotten, closed down, shut it down. So it is very impossible. So I am stopping this because I have learned that Donald Trump, Elon Musk have been brought a high alert, that is critical issues of this undersea, even Tulsi Gabbard, yesterday, 26th November, in our night, and today it's going almost 9 hours spent that people are trying to inform USA's ordinary peoples also in darkness. Many peoples are all the salary-based peoples of the government are helpless in the news, etc. They are also supporting, and many people have learned these mistakes undersea project associated international civil, because I have blamed that all the business and traders, manufacturer and technologists, media peoples, digital peoples, sea peoples, hovercraft, cruises, ships, boats, that he has, undersea, remaining, climate, oceanography, sea cleaning, etc. All are related this, and international peace, dignity, etc., women's rights, climatologist, environmental, all of that opposite reaction, the negative doers, leftist criminals, all is subjective. Isha Guru like corporates, all evils. So this is humanity annihilation. Dwarka says Mexican Gulf, humanity annihilators, the curse is Satan, criminals in politics. So all constitution being blamed is all election procedure as a party base, which can be procured, purchasable, sellable, playable, competition, social, football, cricket like, players, they will be allowed to play, and the real players, Sharjah cricket or international cricket, football, soccer, FIFA, etc., all the sets, quietas, hotel, restaurants, enjoyments, Bagbas doing events, climate change, etc., meetings, getting, uh, bringing trafficking. So Indians, all politicians, even BJP, particularly Modi, is a notorious. Ajit Doval, Warren, RAW, IB, SEBI, and World Economic Forums, and the old negotiators of Indians behalf of were to either China, Shanghai, or Central Asia, Baku, etc., USA backing these evils, doing international economic forums, football, soccer, cricket associations, or peace in the media, digital, peace, Chandrayaan, NASA, NOAA, that National Oceanographic Atmosphere, and then Woodland Holy Oceanographic Institute, PADI, etc., Professional Association of Drive Instructors, since which that climate changes earthquake is rising rapidly after 1950s, but suddenly surge. As so many ways, 1960 has become my birth and curses periods, and Rishi Aurobindo has become no more. So there was my grandmother, spiritual grandmother, Jaganandaji, in her sisters, Gurudev were prominent up to 60, 65, then coming up Osho. But my Gurudev was become Trikalogam, had become Avatar, Kalki Avatar. By 1960s end, he was very eager to increase Sadhu Samaj, but there was in that fraud criminal religious capacity or patriotism, Indira Gandhi's regime, who declare emergency for her fault, and some all Indian politicians were from criminal backgrounds, greedy, who practically lost political. They are admirer of Indian cult, Sri Vishnu cult, Raj Dharma. So they tried, but they were all defeated by Indira Gandhi and Congress, Nehru and this Ambedkar leftist CPI-CPM joint evil association and government permissions or elections were not at all. Today's even USA also become farce. That counting, voting, arranging, all is the farce. Some as the people propaganda that these people, this party may be winners. So there will always not be possible to manage all electioners. Yes. So this is that massacre is going on, trafficking, international seabed, Jamaica, Barbados, Haiti, Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, Panama, Honduras, Belize, Caracas, that Nigeria to Brazilian, then Argentina borders, bringing Africans as a slave trades, and some evil witches also becoming possibility. So the true Christian will not be witches. The charity doer will not be, Hindus will not be, who are by heart. But today's a fake fraud, or leftists becoming Hindus as a prospect to keep their crime identity suppressed and to take the religious so that cannot be doubted as witches, that freemen. That leftist is, Bandar is singing Rabindra Sangeet, a religious Sangeet, devotional Sangeet. Bandar, monkeys of leftists, a religious criminal is singing, praying, Gita, reciting Ramayana, etc., and becoming associate of main advisor of Modi. So Ajit Doval, etc., is Jaishankar criminals, all that economic parts, SEBI, and that money lenders, investor, Sarada. Actual people who are in the jails, they are not, but they are who are gone to Mexican Gulf. Mexico country have become a UN. All UN post is coming from Korea, that Africa, Kopi Annan. So all these people's areas, businessmen or politics have been partly Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam, East Indies and West Indies part countries. Politics first taken by the small countries, poor countries, by this evil money of flows of the USA technologies. US has been UK imperial colonies, British colonies for South Pacific and countries and African countries, poor peoples bringing this underneath activities. So ammunition as Isa Guru was related with UNDP, UNCEP, climate environment. He is a total social figure. So Ravi Shankar Ramdev is a businessman, corporate, so they not be taken as a religious capacity monk, corporate. Because I have left my job, even salary, to hesitate this taking salary, to remain in the jobs, to go away, because we are unable to give that much of return to the nations. So I, as a spiritual man, learning that premature death, climate changes, sudden flood rate, tornadoes, floods, rains, death, earthquake, tsunamis in Bengal in these 30 years, cyclones in bringing, particularly on the over of the Jagannath temple, Puri, particular route, and the changing of flows, 30 years, wind flow, more than 35 years, wind flow have suddenly changed since 1980, almost 40 years or 45 years, from Puri towards Guwahati, via my place, Chandrakona, Jhargram, Bardhaman, Hooghly, Chinchura, Kalyani, this going via Rangpur, Rajshahi to Dibrugarh. So this is route of changing of wind flow and cyclone coming, bringing rains. So all those, there was a 40-45 years happening. So stagnant of US progressive political developments, surviving capacity of USA, white people, Britishers were doomed days, started by the 1960 or 1955, or since India got freedom. So there was this low peoples of Sudra, witches, communities, criminal communities, people's voice becoming in the politics to exploit, to sell elites, girls, sex, coitus, forms, wrongdoing, dominance, etc. So Kalistani, you have learned Justin Trudeau is the same way better than USA politician anyone. So Justin Trudeau is only that who has blaming Mexican cult, how become it as a country of 167, so all UN countries' language. People, civils, dacoit, gundas is harboring Mexico Gulf as a freedom. Immunity place as a UN headquarters, only that all parallel USS, privatism, veterans, etc., exploiting as a under their USA defense, crime doing criminals, scientific technologies to terrorize mass killing. So they have originally destroyed all my Red Indians, Spanish people. Now it is all mixed people, black or browns, Chinese and Japanese, but Indians are mainly dominant there. Mexico Gulf, Cars Place, Mexico City counts, coast, that road colonies, intersea colonies, that coastal colonies is horrible of the Cancun tip to Miami. Whole border is Texas, etc. Very complicated, that road, smart road, communication, satellites, etc. All where the Mexican Gulf's water dancing, and it has become Red Sea with massacre. And the sea tides and wave. What crime and curses with my underneath just Mexican Gulf, curse. This cannot be described by Isaguru or any other religious on this world. Popish bogus, same brotherhoods of Bengali, Arambag, Bisnupur, Badwan. I am from Badwan, Mednapur, Hooghly, Chinchura, Bankura, cult, leadership of ancient concept, the religious great nations' duty, perception, feelings or estimations, feeling shame, feeling guilty. Yada yada dharmasya glanir bhavati bharat. So my pin code is 712612. My phone number 7478992896. 7407331615. One YouTube Rabindranath Roy. Rabindranath Roy. Rabindranath Tagore spelling. Tagore except you have to place Roy at a straight. Send put 7734. 7734 together. 7367. And apart others. They have changed my lot of Facebook's identity, suppressed blogs, evil that Indians who are captured Google, Microsoft, Intel, semiconductors, etc. and spirits, pathogen, biological laboratory. So you are just to blame other countries. It is your international USA, who is mainly Hindutva fraud criminals who to reside. Leftists, I have banned any kind of Hindutva cannot be praised apart from my acceptance, leadership. I have not, because I have mentioned sovereignty, truth. If anyone can challenge my name taking to defeat me in science or religious or politics, whatever you are, freedom, you are asking for women's dignity, etc. Please, no, you cannot escape from my blame or your clever, deceptive, liars, satire, evil politicians. Name of politician, good people, novelist, fraud. All present time Nobel scientist is fraud. And all nobility is attempting to change, to claim that we have died. Flew in a village. You declare, make buried ground in Europe that people will not be traced that we are involved in this massacre of undersea climatologies, climate changers, earthquake, our machine setup, etc. In which way we are managing wrongly nobility, novels, etc. Scientists, but we are not that caliber. They are not caliber. They are not politicians. All evil criminals of US present time. Even Elon Musk. So I have to blame Donald Trump if he is there to arrange this speedboats rally in the ocean. So ocean is a very flammable sea and allowing misuse by this USA. No trade, economic, import-export will be allowed. No production multiplying of this USA defense. You no need at all. You will be safe. You are not. You, Donald Trump, become that face trust from rather China and USA. Your political or businessman to blame or politician, media people to blame. But you have learned that they are not real culprit than this your Democrat and leftist Bengali Indians, politicians, UK, etc. all over.